Hello, it is Monday the 3rd of October and welcome to another October spooky season vlog. This is a start of another vlog in October, so I've literally just finished the final clip for my first weekend of spooky season. I did it from the 20th of September to the 2nd of October because of Halloween weekend readathon. And yes, now they're going to be running Monday to Sunday. And yeah, so it's Monday evening. This week's vlog, you will be seeing me taking part in Autumn Mixtape Readathon, which started today, a Spoopathon, which started on Saturday, and then Thursday to Sunday this week I'll be again taking part in Halloween weekend readathon because they are doing it every single weekend in October. So you know, we're busy, we're super busy with the reading. So yes, I started my first book for October. I started my first book for Autumn Mixtape Readathon, and that is Sweet Pea by CJ Skusk. So yes, and that's for nature on the cover for Autumn Mixtape Readathon. I'm also going to make it work for Spoopathon. I've already completed one book in my weekend in my previous vlog, so go and check that out if you haven't. So this will be my second one for Spoopathon to get some extra points for me and my team, and to make sure that I'm ready for the second wave, which I think is Saturday they're released again, the prompts. So I can make it work for, I'm going to say Blood Red, because this is a crime thriller, there's murders. I will tell you the synopsis in a moment and my thoughts so far. So I can definitely make it work for Blood Red. It doesn't work for any of the extra ammo points, and it doesn't really work for any other prompts. Yeah, so Blood Red it definitely works for. I don't know if I can make it work for any of the other prompts, but it's an extra book, I'm making it work. Extra points, guys. So Sweet Pea, what Glennon's going to tell you what it's about, and then I'll get into my thoughts, guys, because I've already read a good chunk of this. Totally forgot to mention that this is also this month's pick for Chloe's crime scene corner, which is hosted by Chloe Reads Books on YouTube, and she's a Discord. It's a pick. It worked so well for nature on the cover with it, you know, the flowers and stuff, so worked so well. They started it on Saturday, but I only started it today so that I could use it for Mixtape Readathon, and you know, I am already caught up on the pages up until yesterday, but we'll get into my thoughts in a moment. So this one is like a crime thriller. This person who called me Sweet Pea ended up dead. I haven't killed anyone for 3 years, and I thought that when it happened again I'd feel bad, like an alcoholic taking a sip of whiskey, but no, nothing. I had a blissful night's sleep, didn't wake up at all, and for once no bad dream either. This morning I have felt balanced, almost sane for once. Rhiannon is your average girl next door, settled with her boyfriend and little dog, but she's got a killer secret. Although her childhood was haunted by a famous crime, Rhiannon's life is normal now that her celebrity has dwindled. But by day, her job as an editorial assistant is demeaning and unsatisfying. By evening, she's dutiful, listens to her friends' plans for marriage and babies, while secretly making a list. A kill list. From the man on the little checkout whose always mishandles her apples, to the driver who cuts her off on the way to work, to the people who've got it coming, Rhiannon's ready to get her revenge, because the girl everyone overlooks might be the one able to get away with murder. So yes, guys, I'm really enjoying this. Like I said, I have just managed to catch up until yesterday's pages, so I'm doing really well. I'm reading this on Kindle because I have Kindle Unlimited at the moment, and I'm also using the audiobook, which is on Scribd, and I'm loving this. I didn't realise that this was going to be like dark humour and comic as well, because you know, of the subject matter, but it is, and it works. And with the audiobook, the narrator is so good. I'm really enjoying this. So we're just basically getting the inner workings of Rhiannon. So it's just hard, like you get like these almost like kind of diary entries. So each chapter heading is like a date. It's not every single date, but it is a date. So we are kind of following her through her life and the things that are happening. But it's really interesting because you're seeing everything from her perspective, first of all. So really what's going on, we don't know. But you see her inner workings of what she actually thinks of people, how people annoy her, what she actually wants to say and doesn't. And yeah, like I said, there are those funny moments, but there is like, you know, the more darker subject matter, because, you know, she is, you know, a killer. So yeah. But yeah, it's really funny, and it's like normal things that people, you know, you get annoyed. People annoy you, okay? But you don't write a kill list, do you? Like, you just like kind of just get annoyed and you just have to kind of get over with it. Somebody's annoyed you, they've mishandled your apples in Lidl, or, you know, somebody's like, I don't know, like made a throwaway comment that, you know, you normally let go. She doesn't, she like holds on to it. And like, she has friends, but like she is not really their friend, and they don't seem that friendly to her either. But it's good. I really enjoyed Rhiannon. I love the way this is written. I'm really enjoying it, and it seems that everyone else is as well. So yes, this is what I'm reading first of all this week. And yeah, I need to catch up on today's pages. I want to try and finish this by the end of Wednesday if possible, because Halloween weekend readathon is Thursday to Sunday, so it's easier just to focus on that. I'm trying to do one book at a time at the moment. I will be picking up my best friend's exorcism for Halloweekend readathon and mixtape readathon later on in the week as well, so that'll be really good. And yes, I'm looking forward to the next wave of Spoopathon prompts, but at least I'm getting extra points. And I need to do the tracker, guys. I need to do the tracker, and that's it for the moment. I will catch up with you probably tomorrow. I'll read a little bit in this evening, but I'll give you updates tomorrow on where I'm at with Sweet Pea. But I have good feelings for it, guys. I have some really good feelings for this one, because honestly, it's good. It's so good. It's also a series, I forgot to say. I think there's another 2 books, and the way this one's going, if it continues, I'm all for it. The other ones are on script. I'm gonna read them all. I forgot to say I'm 23% of the way through at the moment, and that's it. I will speak to you tomorrow. It is Tuesday evening, so I have finished dinner. I'm now sprints going on Literary Diversion's channel, which is the opening sprints for mixtape readathon. So yes, I've done sprints, so when it comes to it, I'll mark it off on Spoopathon when it comes to that tile. So I've done my sprints at least, and I'll get those points, double points, because I'm part of the Insomniac, so I get 50 points rather than 25, so that's fantastic. So I am now 45% of the way through Sweet Pea, which is up until the end of like today's chapters. I'm gonna have to go ahead on the read for Chloe's Crime Scene Corner, because it is just too good, guys. It's just so good. It is so funny. It's hilarious. Like, some of the things that she like says, like, it's so funny. Like, it is so good. Like, I can't explain to you how good it is, because then I'll be saying things that like be giving away. Like, you just need to read it and enjoy it yourself. I do think I've worked out what's going on and what she's doing. I think I've worked it out, so I might have, like, you know, worked out the twist. However, even if I have, it's not going to ruin it for me, because I'm absolutely loving it. I'm absolutely loving Rhiannon as a character. She's just amazing. Okay, amazing. And there's like another 2 books in the series. I'm gonna have to get them. I'm gonna have to read them. They're also on Script, actually, which I'm using the audiobook from Script, and it's on Kindle Unlimited, the ebook. It's just, it's amazing, guys. It's absolutely amazing. So I need to go ahead on that. I finished editing my October wrap up. I filmed a little end clip because I'd like filmed part of it already. So that's ready to go for tomorrow. I do need to edit also my vlog. Why are you not focusing? Thank you. I need to edit my vlog from the weekend, which I'll put that up on Sunday. So this one will be next Wednesday. But I'm gonna give myself a break tomorrow from like editing probably. Or might edit a little bit at lunchtime or something. But yes, I'm gonna focus on Sweet Pea, guys, because like it's hilarious. It's absolutely amazing. You need to check it out. You need to read it. It's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. Hello, it is Wednesday evening and I've just finished Sweet Pea. I really enjoyed it. I'm giving it 4 stars, I think. Yeah, it's so good and I need to read the other ones in the series. Rhiannon, I really like her character. Like, I really like her character. Yes, and I like how things built, and as we went through we found out more details about her past, and you kind of got a bit of an understanding of who she is, why she is the way she is. I know I'm being super vague, but yes, it isn't like fully resolved. There is other ones in the series, so I assume it's going to pick up those themes, but is left on a cliffhanger, which I don't know, it's just really, I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. It is left on a cliffhanger and there is like loose ends. So yes, I definitely need to read the second one, but yes, 4 stars, really enjoyed it. And that means I finished my first book for Autumn Mixtape Readathon, so Nature on the Cover, done. And then obviously my second book for Spoopathon, which I need to do the tracker. And I don't know, I'm looking at the prompts that I could fit. I was doing like, I was looking at blood red because, like, you know, there was murder and there was lots of blood in this, so, you know, blood red, like 100%. I am thinking maybe like villainous, because like she is a bit of a villain. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's not like yeah, she is kind of like a bit of a villain. Would you say so? Is she? Maybe not. Yes, I'm definitely doing blood red. And so I get 25 points for completing the second wave tile, and then 25 points for completing the prompt of blood red. So it's another 50. And then on the first one, maths, honestly, on the first one I had got 75, didn't I? Because it was haunting, tile, and debut 75. So yeah, I'm at 125 points, which, sorry, I need to check the board, guys. I need to check the board. I'm 125 points. And then the sprints, I've been doing sprints, so I'll get 50 points for that. So yeah, I definitely have enough to like move on. But I am thinking of just picking up like a quick short kind of horror graphic novel, or like a little novella from Kindle Unlimited, since I still have that and I feel like I haven't used that much. But yes, I think I'm going to do that and maybe get some extra points and stuff. But tomorrow is the start of the second weekend of Halloweekend Readathon. And I will be picking up my best friend's exorcism, which I'll be also using for mixtape readathon. What did I choose it for? I'm so bad at this today. Okay, so I'm just like looking at my little readathon TBR tracker thing that I have going on. So for autumn mixtape readathon, yes, I'm picking up my best friend's exorcism by Grady Hendrix. 80s camp horror vibes is supposed to have. One of the friends needs to have an exorcism because like she's possessed or something, but there's also like the film out now on Prime, so I will watch it once I've read it. And I'm so excited. Loved Grady Hendrix books that I've read so far, so that'd be good. But for autumn mixtape readathon, I have used it to double up on 2 prompts. One which is the free choice slash based on an autumn song is for the free choice. Another one is WITCH, Women in Total Control of Herself, or a witchy book. I'm going for the Women in Total Control of Herself because the best friend is like just to be like helping and like taking control of the situation and helping our best friend. So that's what I'm doing. I feel like you're not focusing. So yes, and then for Halloweekend Readathon, I'm using it for read a host favourite, as Michelle's library recommended this one, so I get to use it for that. And yes, I need to decide if I can use it to get extra points on Spoopathon, if it fits some prompts. I may be able to do that. I'm a bit torn because the prompts get released at like, they're gonna get released on Friday at midnight, no, or Saturday technically, sorry, because it's the next day. So it's like, they're gonna be released so soon, and like, do I just like, you know, discount this one, or do I take the points and then like, you know, be a bit behind? Because either way I'm getting points, so I'll be able to pass things and go ahead. I need to decide that, what I'm doing. And I've been rambling on for like ages. But yes, for Autumn Mixtape-a-thon, reading a cozy spot, like I totally have, and like reading it on the couch, so we can take that one off as well. And I haven't really done another one, so yes. And but yes, that's it for the moment, and I will probably speak to you tomorrow. Thursday morning, I'm about to start work, and I thought I'd just give you a little update. So first, life update, our tap is like dripping and leaking in the kitchen, but luckily one of our neighbours is really nice and he managed to fix his one, so he's going to come and see if he can fix it for us, so we don't have to like call a plumber. So fingers crossed they can fix it. And yeah, I don't have to call a plumber to like do something that is really like such a small job, so that would be fantastic. So yes, last night I ended up picking up Halloween Bites by Hardison Parker. It's one of the monstrous, what's the series called? Sorry, part of a monstrous mistake books that are being released between September and October at various different dates. And yes, so I started, it's only 34 pages, but I got really tired, so I had to finish it off this morning. I can't really say that much about it because like literally it's 34 pages. You know what I mean? It's like a novella, like super short. But basically all of these books are set on Halloween night, and it's like a monster romance, which I have never ever read. Okay, Kindle Unlimited is sending me down a weird path with themes and tropes and like subgenres that I would never have normally picked up. So yes, it's a monster romance. In this one actually, our main male interest is Sebastian, he's actually a vampire, and our main female interest is Marissa, she is human. And basically he just, you know, he goes out on Halloween night and they end up meeting, you know, it's a romance. There really isn't much plot to this, guys, okay? It's a romance. He's a vampire, she is human, you know, they end up randomly meeting and, you know, have this great chemistry and hit it off. I can't say much more than that. And yes, I did enjoy it. I'm giving it 3.5 stars. I did feel like the ending was a bit abrupt, and it would have been nice to have like a little bit more to their story, or a little bit of a wrap up, but I understand like it was super short. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my first monster romance. And in terms of points, so I'm going to use this for Spoopathon to get some extra points, and I was thinking rather than using my best friend's exorcism for both free space and WITCH and Autumn Mixtape, I could use Halloween Bites as the free space one, because yeah, that kind of makes sense, and I have a bit more variety, and I need to update my Instagram story, guys, to say what all the things that I've done. But for Spoopathon, I'm thinking I can cover off new genre, because it's like a new subgenre that I've never read before. So I can get 25 points for that. In terms of extra ammo points, it's set over Halloween, so that's another 25, so that's 50. And then demonic, no, I think that's kind of it in terms of like what ones it covers up, but it's an extra 50. it's an extra 50 points, guys, and it's building up the points. Like I said last night, I don't know if I will use my best friend's exorcism for Spoopathon to get extra points in wave 1, or if I pick up something else, because the prompts are going to get released basically tomorrow. Well, it's technically first thing Saturday, but you know what I mean. And yes, I started my best friend's exorcism this morning by Grady Hendrix. And if you don't know what it's about these two best friends. It's set in the 80s. Grady Hendrix writes horror, but like in a funny, campy kind of way. I've enjoyed his other books. Like I read Horror Story last year and I absolutely loved it. And I also read the Final Girls, the Final Girls, sorry, there's so many like books with like a Final Girl in it that I get mixed up between different titles. And I read that last year, didn't quite enjoy it as much as Horror Story, but I still enjoyed it. And yeah, I really want to pick up his other works, but this is one that people talk about a lot. So yeah, it's two best friends, set in the 80s, and one of them ends up getting like possessed or something, and they have to, you know, she has to get an exorcism. We're not at that point yet where she's been possessed or anything. It's like the building up of these two best friends' stories, how they met, and how like they're getting on, like their lives and stuff. And I'm really enjoying it so far. I really like his writing. So I'm reading it on Scribd, but also on Audible, because I have an Audible subscription this moment. If you have any recommendations or books to get, tell me, because I have like 3 credits to use. But it's part of their like free included with your subscription, the audiobooks. I'm using them both, so I should get through that quite quickly. But yes, I'm really enjoying it. I don't have much else to say in terms of like bookish updates, etc. But yes, so that's for, like I said, it's for Autumn Mixtape Readathon, but it's also for Halloween Weekend Readathon, my book for this week. That's it. This is all my ramblings. I need to get to work now. I am probably going to try and edit at lunchtime because I have last week's vlog, so I want to get that for Sunday. And yeah, that's it for the moment, and I will catch up with you later on. Friday evening, and first of all, before I give you a reading update, this candle, guys, it smells so good. I really shouldn't put that so close to my face. Like I spent ages in TK Maxx, like back in September, like smelling different ones, and this, I wish you could smell it. It is amazing. Life type update. The tap is fixed. Our neighbour fixed it for us, which is absolutely amazing. I need to like go get some wine and like drop it off, because like that was amazing that they did that for us. But there was a little bit of problem with the cold one, because like the screw was basically not that great material, so it was like falling apart. We managed to get it out with the drill and stuff, and that was fantastic, and he changed it, and that was amazing. So yes, I am just having a chill weekend, because like last weekend, if you saw last week's vlog, I was in London, and then the next 2 weekends I'm going to be in Manchester, and then I'm in Trieste in Italy, in the north of Italy. So you know, I am taking this weekend to like basically do as little as possible, or whatever I want, just relax and chill. So a reading update, my best friend's exorcism, I am loving it. So I am listening to the audiobook and reading it as an ebook on Scribd. So on Scribd it says I'm on page 293 out of 444, and then on Audible, because if you have an Audible subscription, guys, it's actually free to listen to the audiobook. Although I have to say, some of the, so with Grady Hendrix books, if you've not read them, there's always like a little bit extra bits of like some sort of other multimedia, and they're not always read out in the audiobook. So if you do listen to the audiobook, which is good, I like the narrator, you miss little bits and pieces, but it's not really taken away from the stories. There's like extra bits that kind of add to something that's kind of happened. But according to Audible, at my current speed, I keep changing the speed up and down because it depends if I'm doing something risk listening or, you know, I keep changing it. But currently it says I have 1 hour and 37 minutes left of it. And like I said, I am absolutely loving this one. I see why everyone recommends it. So Abby, definitely, I think I was right picking this for like the WITCH women in total control of herself, because Abby knows what's going on. She knows something's up. She's the only one who knows that something's up. She's the only one that's actually like fighting for her best friend, trying to find out what's wrong, working through things, even though things are going terribly wrong. So yeah, she's in control of like trying to find out what's going on. Like, I'm just justifying why I like use this as a prompt, but it's so good. And obviously it was a host's favourite for Halloweekend-athon. And yes, I'm enjoying it. I'm loving like the characters. It's so interesting to see how things are, and like I said, Gretchen's the best friend, sorry. Abby is the only one that's really knows that something's up, and like all the adults and the other people, like other friends they're in high school with, just keep like pushing stuff aside, and she's like, no, this isn't right. I love the fact that he kind of built it up to begin with before like the event happened. Obviously she got possessed, and I think we all know that because it's called My Best Friend's Exorcism. Before that happened, the event that obviously caused everything to start to happen, I liked how it built up. We showed our friendship, we got to know them, so you knew how close they were, and you got to introduce to other newer friends. And yes, I am loving it, guys. I'm loving it. I cannot wait to watch the film on Prime. So yes, I've got my dinner in the oven, made myself a hamburger because like, why not? Actually cheeseburger because I put cheese on top. I'm gonna have that, and I think I'm gonna watch something. Like I am gonna finish this tonight. I think I'm really tired, but I think I'll finish this tonight. But I do want to watch something, and do I just put another episode of Smith's Creek, or do I do like something spooky? I don't want to put a film on and then stop and then read again. So it's been an episode of something. What do I do, guys? I've still not watched like the last season of Stranger Things. I need to catch up on that. But then if I start, I'm not going to be able to stop, and I have to finish this book. Or do I start The Haunting of Hill House, because I attempted to read that book this year and I ended up DNFing it because I was just like, you know what, this is not me. This is not for me. But I've heard that the show basically took the premise of the book, but it's like nothing like the book. And people have said the TV show is really good. Might watch that. I also need to start like House of Dragon. But again, if I start that, I'm not going to be able to stop, because I'm purposely been waiting a few weeks to kind of build up episodes to kind of binge watch. Well, you're going to find out probably in the next clip or so if what I decided to do. But I will update you once I finish My Best Friend's Exorcism, and I've got a good feeling about my rating on this one. At least 4 stars. It just depends how this last section kind of, you know, pans out. But yes, it's such a good book. Such a good book. And yes, that's it for the moment, and I will catch up with you later on. Guys, I just finished the first episode of Cobra Kai because yeah, I completely went in a different direction of what I was going to watch because I forgot the new series was out. And that ending of that episode, like I want to keep watching. I want to binge watch it. I really want to binge watch it, but I also want to finish My Best Friend's Exorcism. But I want to binge watch Cobra Kai. It's really tough, guys. It's a really tough decision. I'm going to read because if I had to watch another episode, then I'm going to watch another one, and then another one, you know, and this is going to keep going on. So I'm actually going to read because I do want to do that as well. But Cobra Kai, if you've not watched Cobra Kai, go and do it. This is the fifth series now. Go and watch it. It is the Karate Kid like 30 years later or whatever, and it's like picking up, and it still has like old characters, and it's so good, guys. It is so good. And the ending of the episode, like I want to binge watch. I'm not. I'm gonna read now, guys. I'm gonna read and probably finish My Best Friend's Exorcism tonight. And then I can binge watch Cobra Kai tomorrow. And then pick another book once the prompts are released for Spoopathon, which will be tonight midnight. yes, that's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. And yes, I need to do an activity for Halloween weekend readathon. I need to do an activity and a photo prompt for that this weekend, and I haven't decided. Like, it's really tough. It's really tough for me to decide which ones I'm gonna do. I'll have a think and then I'll get back to you. The next time I'll update you is gonna be a reading update, guys, because I'm gonna read now and I'm not gonna binge watch Cobra Kai. I'm not. I'll update you with a reading update soon. Okay, I'm gonna give you a reading update in a moment because I finished my best friend's exorcism, but it's midnight and the prompts have just been released for Spoopathon, so let me quickly record my screen. Okay, and here we go. So, wave 2. Main prompts: library book, pumpkin orange, possession, favourite genre, first person narrative, less than 200 pages, gothic, which is my team colour, ammo 1, so it would be double the points, criminal, inhumane, witches. Ooh. Ammo, gifted to you, read in a day, award-winning book, reminds you of a host, spooky book. It's interesting, guys, interesting. I need to look at what my plan was for the rest of Autumn Mixtape Readathon, and yeah, because that's what I'm going to read in the start of next week. Okay, I need to check that and I will let you know. But first of all, my best friend's exorcism. I really enjoyed it. I think I'm going to give it a 4-star. I can see why people hype it up, why it's good. And yes, I like how Abby, how she developed over the book, you know, and the conclusion, how things worked out. Also like Gretchen and just how things just panned out. I don't want to see too much and ruin it for you, but I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I like how you get these little multimedia bits thrown in between. I like Grady Hendrix' style. I'm not like I haven't like watched that much horror stuff, like horror films and stuff, so, but with like The Final Girl and like Horror Store and stuff, you've got like references to like movies, horror movies, whereas this one, I mean, I'm sure there's some in there, but like not really. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. So yeah, he's done another great book, which is really good. Out of like the big ones, I only have the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires left from him to read. But yes, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I need to. So yes, I finished my book then for Halloween weekend readathon. So I just have like activity and the photo prompt to complete. They do have bonus prompts, so what I'm going to do is I need to look and see obviously now what's going to work with Spoopathon. Okay, so I had to empty my memory card because it was full. I don't know how. Well, it was full, which I was really surprised, but it's because I had like still clips on there from like vlogs I'd started. I had clips in there from vlogs that I started like ages ago and never finished, so I had to get rid of those, and I just like uploaded onto my external hard drive the other clips that I've been doing for this vlog. And there are so many clips, like there are so many, like what have I been filming? Like I haven't even had an interesting week. I have no idea what I've been filming, so that's going to be a lot of editing, so I'm going to be definitely starting that this weekend even though the vlog isn't finished, because it's going to be a lot of work. Anyway, whilst my memory card was uploading onto my words, I'm so tired. Yeah, so while I was moving from my memory card to my external hard drive, that's the word I was looking for, I was checking for the prompts for Spoopathon. So I've worked out one, because I had a look at my autumn mixtape readathon, TBR, sorry guys, I need to move you. I had a little look at that, and one of them I need to keep for next weekend because it covers off autumn mixtape readathon and then next weekend's Halloweekend readathon. So the only other one left on my TBR for a mixtape readathon as it stands right now is Fever Dream by Samantha Sweblin. Now for Spoopathon, well for autumn mixtape readathon it covers off translated book. And for Spoopathon, and for the Wave 2 prompts, it covers off less than 200 pages because it's 100 pages. And I can use Spooky Book as well. This is the bonus ammo prompt. I don't know if it's going to fit any of the other ones. Sometimes I think you have to read it and actually turns out it fits another prompt. I don't, yeah. I mean, no, that wouldn't work. Yeah, so at the moment that's only 2, so that would be like 50 points. So yes, this one. Oh. And also for Halloween Weekend Readathon, actually, they have bonus reading prompts, and one of them is read a novella, so I can use that for that as well. But this one, it's set in Argentina. It starts off with a young woman who's lying in a hospital, and she's lying in an Argentinian hospital, and there's a child next to her, David. She's not his mother, he's not her son, but yes, David keeps asking her, prompting her, and she recounts a series of events from the apparently recent past. A conversation that opens a chest of horrors. Together they tell a haunting story of broken souls, toxins, and the power of desperation of a family. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. So like kind of horror vibes, which is why I said spooky book, because it definitely sounds like spooky vibes, you know. And yes, I will work out the other prompts later on this weekend. But yes, I definitely need to try and start editing this vlog. Because I finished my best friend's exorcism and this next is 100 pages, I'm gonna have time to, well, I need to go to shops and stuff tomorrow, but then maybe binge watch a little bit of Cobra Kai on Netflix as well, which would be really good. Fever Dream, I forgot to mention as well actually, that it is, oh man, I forgot to mention that it is also supposed to be a film on Netflix, but I haven't heard people speaking about it, so I don't know how good the film actually is. It's gonna be interesting, but that's another point. I'm gonna watch my best friend's exorcism tomorrow probably, and that's it. I'm tired. It's after midnight. It's like 1:30 midnight. I want to sleep. I will speak to you tomorrow. So I've just finished watching my best friend's exorcism. Quickly reading update, I've started Fever Dream by Samantha Sweblin, and I'm halfway through and I'm not entirely sure what's going on. It's a little bit weird. I do feel like I'm in someone's fever dream. That's the best way to describe it. But I will give you like a full update on that like once I've finished. But let's get to my best friend's exorcism. And I also just watched Jack with the Book Stacks vlog where she read the book and then watched the film, which is what I've basically just done, just to see what her opinions were. And I editing me, remember, link, so people can go and watch that as well because it's good. She did an 80 themes like date tonight as well, which I thought was like really fun, and it's such a fun idea. I think if I'm gonna do like a book and then a film, I might try that. I might use that idea. But anyway, the film, not as good, guys. Like, I was actually quite disappointed by it, I'll be honest with you. The book is really good. I really enjoyed it. The film, I understand that they didn't do the big build up of like when they first met, like, you know, building up their friendship to high school. I understand why they didn't go through that whole bit because it is like a lot of extra stuff, you know, so I understand why that was cut down, but in general, the film lacked their friendship connection. It really lacked their friendship connection, which for me pulled away from the plot. And I think it's because I read the book. I don't know if somebody just watched a film, how they'd feel, but it was really missing. I really felt it was missing from part of the story. And Abby is a bit more, I don't know, like slightly more geeky. I don't know, she was different. Abby was different what I imagined her to be. And yeah, so like the friendship bit, like, yeah. And then also I found that the kind of build up of Gretchen's possession, and like everything happened and how people were reacting around it, and how Abby was like, okay, wait, let me just say something. I'm probably gonna say spoilery bits, so I'm gonna mark this now. I will mark this in editing, and you can skip ahead if you don't want spoilers, because I'm definitely gonna say something that will potentially spoil something for someone. So you've been warned. Yes, so yeah, what I also missed was the fact that it was the build up of Gretchen's possession, but then also how things were happening around her. So how her parents were, how like the friends were with Abby, and how everyone basically thought Abby was just like telling lies. Like the whole build up was like missing. So you never really felt like Abby was really trying to save her throughout the whole thing. It was missing, it was lacking so much. I understand like you can't put everything in a film, and that's totally fine. But to lack the like key element of the book, it just wasn't it for me. Yeah, it just wasn't as good. Although I have to say, the way the actual initial kind of possession bit, it was done much better in the film than the book. I have to say that, because the book was very ambiguous and you never really got to see, well, you didn't really get to see it in the film either, but like you got a better idea of what happened in the film than what you did in the book. But yeah, they missed other scary scenes that I thought should have been included. But there was one that they did not include, which was like the dog being killed scene. So I understand why that's not in the film. So that was totally fine, and why that wasn't there. But yes, it just wasn't that great for me personally. Yeah, disappointed. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm disappointed, but the book, really good, guys. So read the book, watch the film if you want to watch it, but you've been warned, it is just doesn't hit the mark. I'm gonna try and finish Fever Dream. I think I'll be able to. I'm gonna try and finish that this evening, and yes, I will update you once I have read it all. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure what's going on in that book. But yes, sometimes that's fine, that's totally fine. But I'm liking the descriptions and the writing style. So I'm gonna go and do that, and I will come back to you and kind of let you know. And oh, because I watched the film My Best Friend's Exorcism for Autumn Mixtape Readathon, there is a prompt about watch an autumn film, or like set around autumn. Autumn for me, you know, Halloween is a big part of autumn, and My Best Friend's Exorcism is like a Halloween film. Like it's like scary, it's spooky, it gives me autumn vibes, guys, so I'm counting it. And yes, I will catch up with you once I've read a little bit more of Fever Dream. I do have like reading updates to give you stuff, because I finished Fever Dream last night, but I've just been doing my Halloween makeup and a book. I need to do pictures of the book to match the look. So for Halloween weekend readathon, one of the activities prompt was to do like a Halloween look, and then one of the photo prompts is to have the Halloween look and a matching book. So Year of the Witching, I'm a witch. So I was just doing my makeup. And guys, I like never do eyeshadow, this sort of stuff, literally. And actually this is what else I got to today. I went into town to buy a few bits and pieces, but I got like this like little eyeshadow palette from Primark, which is really good, because like I don't do makeup. I've got little eyeshadow brushes from there, little like curler, some mascara and stuff. And guys, I bought other stuff. I had to take the hat off. I'm pretty sure that's for like children sized, or I feel like it's, you know, smaller people's sized heads, but I have a lot of hair, so mine, you know, it doesn't stay properly. Anyway, in Primark I also got this cute little pumpkin candle. It's unscented, but like how cute is that little pumpkin? I don't think I'm gonna light it because then I just like to have it for like the shape and stuff. And then also the home section in Primark, guys, they've gotten so good, and like the one by me now is bigger, the home section, but I got a little like bath tray shelf thing because like I've always wanted one. And yeah, look, I can put like my candle, I can have a glass of wine on there, I could have like my tablet if I want to watch something, you know, guys, just I've been wanting one of these for ages, so happy. And then I also bought the hat from Poundland, and then also got these like spider web things. I had them last year, the little spiders, so I can do some decorating next week for like Halloween. One of the activity prompts for Halloween weekend readathon is to do an autumn tradition, and I like kind of decorating, so I think I'll do that. Yes, okay, reading updates. I need to get more comfy. Reading updates, guys. First of all, I should really film in front of this window more often because this lighting is just excellent. And I'm gonna have to do some TikToks for my like, you know, book talk stuff, because like when you know, the makeup, guys, the makeup. Anyway, Fever Dream. I'm gonna give it 3 stars. I'm not entirely sure what happened in this book, and it might be just me and it might be like going over my head, but I need to like, I think I'll watch the Netflix adaptation and that might help me. But I think, so yes, I think I kind of worked out what it was. I don't want to say anything because that ruins it for someone, but I think I need to watch the Netflix one. But I do think I know what it is. I just need that confirmation by watching it and seeing. But yes, a little bit confusing, but it is written really well. I do like her writing style. It was a quick read. I finished it before midnight, so I did actually finish it yesterday. I have not read anything today, so I think I know. I'm trying to work out what to pick up next. I think I'm gonna do Taste Like Candy, which is a Netflix on the Brain, which is a Kindle Unlimited horror book. Like, it's a slasher one. I think I might read that one because it will fit a few prompts. I really should have looked this up beforehand. So yes, for Taste Like Candy, I think I'm going to stretch it to fit criminal, and I will tell you the premise in a moment so you understand. Definitely criminal. I don't know, inhumane, it depends how the plot turns out, so maybe I can use it for that. I don't know if it's first person narrative or not. It's definitely more than 200 pages. And there isn't like any of orange on the cover or anything. For extra ammo I can use Spooky Book because, like, you know, it's a slasher. And yeah, that's kind of it. For Fever Dream I can use the ammo prompt as well for read in a day. I'll do that. Remember that. Remember. So in It Tastes Like Candy, everyone at Pritchett High wants an invitation to the senior scavenge. In 2020, Violet Warren and her friends are the lucky ones. 8 girls will break into the prison apple carnival after hours for a scavenge hunt. Then at sunrise, they'll gather for a celebration in honour of their upcoming senior year. But someone else has another game planned. Minutes after the girls sneak into the carnival, a madman in a rubber mask begins slashing his way through the group, and Violet quickly realises his motives are personal. As she watches her friends die in a series of increasingly bizarre attacks, she must fight to survive while trying to answer the question, what could she have done to earn a fast pass for a roller coaster ride straight to hell? First of all, that premise, amazing. And yes, it's 264 pages, so it is a decent length. But yes, criminal because, you know, they are breaking and entering somewhere they're not supposed to be, and that is a criminal act. So I would say that this is criminal. If it's criminal, I'm making it work. People have stretched the prompts far more than that. It definitely fits. Like I said, inhumane, maybe because, like, you know, this guy is going around killing them in inhumane ways. You know, and the rest of it, I just need to say it works out. But yes, I do enjoy a good slasher, and I don't know what that says about me, but I do enjoy a good slasher. I've been reading them more. So yes, definitely I'm gonna pick up that next. Yes, so I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna do some TikToks, like I said, because, like, you know, I'm not gonna waste this makeup. Okay, I took time and effort to do this, and I'm not gonna waste it. So I'm gonna do some TikToks so I look, you know, nice. And then, like, make dinner and stuff, and like I said, I'll pick up Taste Like Candy. But yes, you're probably not gonna get much more from me today. I will probably update you later on once I've started to taste like candy and give you my very initial thoughts. Let me get on, do some TikToks and stuff and start reading and make dinner and all of that jazz, and I will speak to you later on. Hello, it is Sunday evening and I am gonna be wrapping up the vlog here. So I've started Taste Like Candy and I'm in 7% of the way through. It's a good start to it, it's a good setup. We're getting to meet all the different girls that are in their senior year and how the invites are starting to arrive from the previous year seniors for this like special scavenger hunt. And they changed the location this year, so they don't normally go to the carnival, but it's a change of location. So interesting. They don't know why, obviously it's changed. One of the girls, they're all waiting for like their acceptances into college, and one girl like she's really worried because she's like, this one school she really wants to get in. So yes, it's sounding interesting. I do like a good slasher, so I think it's gonna be really good and fun. I submitted all of my points so far for Spoopathon because there was a couple that I hadn't done. So that's done. I posted my picture for a photo prompt for Halloweekend, you know, your Halloween look and books. I posted that, and obviously that was activity. And I read those 2 books obviously for the weekend, so I think it was pretty successful this week. In terms of the readathon, I'm doing much better than I thought I was. I definitely didn't plan as much books this year as I did last year, and I think it's really helping actually, because I feel like I'm actually reading more, which is really good. Next week obviously I'm going to continue on with Taste Like Candy, and then I have the last of my autumn mixtape readathon book, and also like I have those activity prompts, and then obviously it's the 3rd weekend of Halloweekend, and then Spoopathon, just gotta keep going on with it. So yes, thank you so much for watching this far in like the vlog. Post like the emoji of like, you know, like I'm sure there's a witchy one because like, you know, I did the witch look. Thank you so much for watching. Comment, like and subscribe if you like to see more of my content. It really does help, so thank you so much, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.